Good evening, everybody! Welcome to the stream. Hi, how is everybody doing today? It's digital art time again, and I am thinking really hard on what to do because I opened my spreadsheet. I sorted by pictures that need to be prioritized, and most of them are gifts that I cannot show on stream. So yeah, so this is where I am right now. I'm thinking I should like try and make a banner for my comic because my comic doesn't have like a banner. Like, it's not that it doesn't have a banner. It doesn't have a banner. But the banner, it has like this is my banner right now. This is the like very small, very like narrow version, but most sites like require bigger banner, and yeah, I don't have one. So I am thinking really hard. Shouldn't I try and make a banner today, or at least like sketch it out digitally? So yeah, so this is what I will be doing today. Maybe I will change my mind halfway through. I don't know. Truth to be told, I am not super like I'm not super like vibing today for digital art like at all. Same like Tuesday, if you could feel. So I don't know if I will save this stream. So yeah, I will probably not put it in any playlist. Okay, but I had, let me check, because I had a picture of a sketch from my sketchbook of a thing that I want to draw for the banner, and I don't have it on my computer. Let me check, because for sure I sent it to my friends. Yeah, I sent it to my friends. Let me check where I should have it on somewhere in my folders. Not here. In my camera. Yes, I have it on my camera. Okay, I have it on my camera roll. Great, wonderful. Let me now send it to myself via email, because this is how I roll. And let me check, because for sure I have sent myself some. Oh my god, lots of spam. Oh my god, everybody has like the Black Friday deal. Ugh. Oh, Bees was streaming. Oh my god, I did not get a notification. Oh no, I need to check. I think he already stopped streaming. Wait, no, he already stopped because I saw him on Discord. Oh my god. But yeah. Let me get my mail. Gmail here. Download. Yes. Put here. Okay, so this is the concept for the banner. So yeah, so this is the concept pretty much. So both of my characters, I want to lean towards like more like grungy feel, and yeah, and kinda try and slightly aesthetically rebrand the comic, and also like try and get like make a new cover for it. So yeah, so I want to have Nest, have Addie, have like a very like grungy grungy like concrete wall, for which I have a perfect texture, for which actually in my freaking city, in my wonderful city of Warsaw, there is, hi Dad, there is a place for a lot of like murals. Usually there are like some commissioned murals for like multiple like organizations or some events and stuff. And recently they were like scraping off a lot of paint from this area. And literally I can see like one of the past designs here, but I've got like a wonderful like textured wall that I will just, gladly use for a texture here, I will gladly use this for a texture. So just let me put this on multiply. Let me put quickly, yes, I'm using the mouse right now, but this is just to jot things down. So imagine my characters. I will just quickly just put their silhouettes in here. So I want both of them to like look hurt or look like they're suffering, but also show like the friendship between them. So this is why there's like some like the connection here. I know there is a series, a manga series. I have yet to read this. I think I read first 2 volumes. I want to read the rest too. There is the manga series called Kokoro Connect, and I think it also like it had an anime. I'm not super positive, but it had an anime. Basically, the premise is that there is a group of friends, and through like some yet unexplained events, they could swap bodies for the day. So this was like very like first of friendship bonding experience, but also like discovering something about each other that that the other person was like embarrassed to say or something like this. And they had like these like, and in the typography and in the logo of the in the typography of the comic, there was like this like EKG line, showing the heart rate. I think to do something like this to connect Nest and Addie, to show like they are like connected through friendship. Different idea is to maybe like actually make them like listen to the music to show like connection through this way. I think this is also a good way to show the connection and not go into too much symbolism, because oh my god, I use so many symbols. Like I use the flowers, I use the colors. There is so a lot of symbols, and I want to show like maybe they are listening to the same tune, something that would show that there is like friendship and connection. And I think like this would be the way. And also in the background on this like wall, there will be like graffiti of their respective like plants in here, like just let me put this like in this way. But of course, because it's graffiti, filter blur, motion blur, let me just let's pretend that this is like the paint like dripping, to look like it was really like vandalized on the wall or something like this, and also of course the logo. Logo new. Bam. Here. Bam. But of course, make it look like it was also like graffitied. So you know. Something like this, you know, something like this. So it's dirty, it's grungy, it's kind of depressing, but yeah, this is like the vibe of like two teenagers who are like really like not having it easy, like being kind of sad, but also like connecting with one another. I was thinking if I should make them closer, kind of like what I did for the webcomic celebration zine. Oh my god. Let me quickly show you the zine. The piece I did for the zine. This was here, webcomics party zine 2024. This. I was also thinking about having them like a bit closer to one another, but I think right now in the comic, I don't want to be like absolutely to absolutely spoil everything that is going on in the comic. So I kind of wanted them to be like, you know, just sitting together. Also, another idea. This time for the cover. So let me quickly put everything in here, in the folder. Hide the folder, like hide the folder for a moment. Let me get the cause the other idea I have is for the covers themselves. For like covers for the volume 1, volume 2. I don't know if I will make volume 3. I will see how many pages I will get from each of the volume. But let's take, for example, this wall. You know, just imagine it's like wraparound cover, and you know, and there will be probably for the first one I will put Eddie sitting on here. Okay, I'm just jotting down the silhouette of Addie's silhouette, you know, with the, you know, with the hockey key, because like I want to put as if it was still like March, so the beginning of the comic. So yeah, there will be the blurb, the like, you know, the ISBN and stuff, the reach here, you know, the spine of the book, and I want Eddie to kind of look and also add the like add this like you know, symbolism of the spark that I still like use in the comic, and I will like go back to this symbolism, but it will be like also like graffitied on, along like with some, I don't know, someone like graffitied some grass. And I think I might add like on the here on the spine, I will like add since it's beginning, I will maybe add Nest, who is like not looking, but holding the pamphlet in here. Or maybe if I would make it right, the pamphlet, you know, as if they are like in the same place, because they were in the same place at the very beginning, the first 3 pages of chapter 1. They were in the same place. They saw the, you know, the like, you know, posters and pamphlets for the same CD sale in the same place, but they did not know each other. Like, you know, they went their own way. So I'm thinking this will be Eddie longing for the spark, which is in the comic symbolism of a new chance. There will be, wait, logo here. Yes, never too late. Bam. Bam, of course, somewhere like written, you know, by by Nina Hack. There will be the blur, like life is not easy for Addie and Nest, you know, blah blah, you know the stuff. You know the real. But you know, like for here, like I want to give the vibe of like being in a very like bad place. Like, let's be honest, this is not a background for like the greatest place in the earth, you know. You have a very rundown like concrete wall that looks like it's from like post-apocalyptic movie, but it's actually like just urban area. You know, and you have like a character longing for something, you know, among these like dirt and grunge and misery, you know. So I think this is kinda good, you know, for the for the beginning, for the cover. And then like volume 2, for sure there will be volume 2. Like, heck, I'm only in chapter 4. So for volume 2 I want to have like Nest, like, you know, volume 2 will be like starting in like so Nest, hands in the you know, in pockets and stuff, you know, title here, by here, and I don't know, maybe also like kind of looking like over here, maybe also like reaching in here, as if like it was like a different part of the wall, you know. And then maybe if like volume 3 will be here, there will be like the two of them, you know, actually like waiting, having like listening to music. Like, I can even add some stuff like fallen leaves, for example, because, you know, leaves for sure will freaking accumulate in this like space. You know, deal with color, because at the start we're in March. Right now here, I think maybe I will like draw Eddie, like just walking by, like not absolutely like not seeing. And maybe like on her backpack there will be ISBN, you know, as if it was like a tag or something like this, you know. Like Eddie at this point in the story, like she's not doing like well. Well, both of them are not doing well, but but there will be, life is not easy for Addie and Nest, here. I am thinking whether or not the logotype should be up or down, but I think it should be up. But yeah, but I kind of like this. And then in the back there will be both of them in here, and yes, still it's not easy for Addie and Nest. I want to begin each volume blur with life is not easy for Addie and Nest, and each volume will focus on something else. So for example, right now the description of the comic is right now the description of the comic is let me quickly go to webtoons. Life is not easy for Addie and Nest. Dropping grades, bitter exes, neglecting parents, deadly strive for perfection, and constant feeling of shame are only a few things these two unlucky teens are facing on a daily basis. One March day, they promised each other to see. I need to rewrite this. One day, they promised each other to see each other again in high school as better, stronger people. Is it enough to prove them that it's never too late to turn their lives around? So I want to start each blurb in here with life is not easy for Addie and Nest. And for example, the volume 2 would, for example, focus on other events that actually happen in this volume, because on volume 1 it's dropping grades, yes, both of them are struggling. Bitter exes, yes, we saw this. Neglecting parents, we've also saw this. At least strive for perfection, we also saw this. And constant feeling of shame, we also saw this. So I want to have each volume to start with the same beginning line, but then it starts with June. I don't want to spoil what's happening in June, but it will have a different things they are facing, but then say one July day something happened, and in volume 3, for example, it will be once the major events pass, it will be a little bit of calm in their lives. So instead of very serious stuff strive for perfection, feeling of shame, neglecting parents, it would be something I cannot schedule a thing with my friend, or I need to learn so much for the next test next week, something more mundane. So I think that also by that I will show how much their lives have changed between the chapter 1 and between volume 1, volume 2, and volume 3. And by the way, the more I look at this, the more I like it. And I think I will go one step further, and maybe instead of never too late being written on the wall, it will be just a poster, just put a poster that is put one on another. Same here, a big poster, maybe even a couple sheet poster, that you would see being on the wall, along with various urban elements like graffiti and stuff. I think this could work. Nice girl 03! Hi, hello! How are you doing? Yes, I am. I don't know what made give you that idea. Might be my accent though. Might be my accent. So yeah, so I am thinking real hard about this, about the next step for my comic aesthetic wise. So yeah, I'm also thinking of getting like this is something that I will think about when I will be preparing volume 1 for print, is to do something for the margins, to give like this like more grungy, because you know right now the margins these are the like page 30 53 from chapter 4. Right now they are like too clean for my liking, and yes, I add a little bit of texture to mimic that it was painted you know, traditionally, but I think I can go a bit further with that and actually like texturize the edges more. Oh my god, this is such a long song, such a loud song. So yeah, so I'm thinking about this, and yeah, I will have to talk with my friends about this and brainstorm a bit. So yeah, so I'm thinking this would be like the, you know, stuff for the covers, which leads me for the banner itself. So maybe the banner, this, instead of being like, you know, actually make it into a poster. Like, you know, like there is a poster, like, you know, tacked on, like, or pasted with the, you know, wheat paste somewhere here, you know. Also some posters here and there, graffiti over them. You know, maybe this would work for the banner. So yeah, but before that, let me actually quickly export what I have in here, so I can remember. So this is NTL volume 1 concept. I cannot write. Yes. NTL volume 2 concept. And NTL 3 concept. You know, just throwing things on the wall and see what sticks. Okay. Let me prepare banner. Let me check what kind of banner size I need. Like right now I put up like the A5 like right now I put up the A5 oh my god, A5 file. But here I have the banner sizes from Namikomi, and the banners in Namikomi works like that. The green one is the opaque thing, and you can put like things in the yellow, which is usually transparent. You can put things on the outside, so it looks like it bumps out from the panel. So let me put this here. Oh my god. yeah, it would require me to resize things a lot. So yeah, so for example, on desktop, it will look like this. So yeah. Yeah, I am kinda vibing with it. Let me check what are the dimensions and like, this one is 1440, not, wait, 1560. I need to figure out like some sort of proportions. What proportions? What are the min max of the proportions for the banner? This is 2080. This is like 2280. By what? By 720. This one is, yeah, 1500 by, I would say around 960. And this one is like 2000 by 80. I mean 800. I need to think. Oh my god. Like, and this is why I hate doing this like stuff in general. Like, I don't like drawing banners. I don't like drawing banners. Doing and caring all about this stuff. Oh, you need a banner, you need a cover, but a cover that has different dimension than the cover you usually use, and also the cover that you will put in print. Because of course, every freaking site hosting comics has different proportions for a page, for a cover, for a banner, and I hate doing that. I hate adjusting page I did and exporting it in 5 different sizes to hold it in the best, to host it in the best quality I can on hosting site that has the maximum of 2 megabytes per file. Like, let me just close this and like work on the not A5. Let's bump it to A4. Change image, change canvas size. Yes. Give me A4. So 29.7 by 21. Yes. Now let me make everything big and like just like start doing this stuff. So I want the whole like, oh. Oh, I like this part. I need to somehow like, you know, eat out the broomstick. Just like the fact that you can see like multiple layers of painting here. Yes, apply transformation, yes. Okay, so this will be the graphite. Okay, let me now actually make everything from here bigger. And then like draw it on a separate layers, and if needed, I will just adjust it for different like sides. For different sites, yes. Okay, so okay, let me quickly rename this folder for background, new folder for foreground, and yeah, let me quickly yeet these things from the foreground area, move it, and this to the foreground. And right now in the background, let's take care about one thing at a time. Rasterize this bit. Let me quickly use the copy stamp in order to make this broom disappear. Okay. I don't know what color scheme I will add. Like, I like this like gray, and I want gray to be like main color, but I think I will also add like this navy blue that is here, and green, because green is color of Eddie and, you know, color of pretty much both of them. And I need a bit of yellow. Wait, let me actually get some gradient going. So for sure, like quickly, let me jot down some colors from the background, because it will help me, you know, with coming up with the gradient. You know. Also, let me take some colors from my palette, like colors of the, you know, from the logo. I will desaturate them like properly. Let me put like a normal layer. Take this like brownish gray and just slap on top of it. Oh yeah, wonderful. Wonderful. This is my palette for the gradient. It's wonderful. It's freaking, it's dark, and yeah, it's dark. It shows that you absolutely hate your life. Okay, let's actually like do a quick gradient map with this on top. Like right now I am absolutely can I have like a new gradient? Have new gradient. Create new gradient. Yes. NTL gradient. Yes. And put this gradient map underneath. Yes. These colors, because it will be easier for me to pick them up. Right now I have a dialog window where I'm selecting colors from the where I'm selecting colors from the from the desktop, and, you know, getting them. Okay, how about we use like like on overlay? It reminds me in the color scheme of, oh my god, there is one of the like very famous very famous modern artworks, like artworks of modern art, where you have like these straight lines and rectangles in in yellow, red, and blue. Oh my god, I don't remember the artist's name. But this is what I mean. Soft light is always like for the win, but I am thinking like I am thinking like this is you know, the no, this is for right now I am like conceptualizing. It is important for me to, you know, conceptualize and like see what sticks. Oh, the hard light also looks nice. The vivid light, ooh, is also very like gives very stark contrast. Okay, like I will be dealing with this in due time. Right now, let me actually put my glove on and yeah, and take the copy stamp and try and try and eat out this try and eat out this, you know, this broom here. Let me take maybe from a little bit from this part. Okay, now here I need to make up what is the shape. Maybe another like I mean, considering the fact that most of it will be hidden behind the poster. Maybe I'm just putting too much attention to this detail, but hey. But I think I am onto something. Like I was like when it comes to me and what I consider aesthetic, like I really, what I was always like liking like this like dirty, like I was like kind of fascinated but also kind of scared by like having like by dirty places, especially dirty bathrooms. Oh my god, bathrooms straight from horrors are like the most scary things for me. And animatronics. Oh my god, I was so scared of animatronics and like anything like mechanical. Especially when you hear like this mechanism like inside, like it was like so disturbing for me as a kid. But I was always like this, like I always like rock, like slightly like texturized, unpolished like things, like you know, it was my absolute like jam. And I want to have the same like give the same vibe in art that I do. And I just hope that I will be making it. So yeah, other news. In other news, the new webcomic hosting platform opened, and I feel such a FOMO that I actually made an account there, and I will be putting my comics again in Polish again on that site. So I hope that I will regain like some of my Polish audience through that. Like really, really hoping for that. Because I miss my Polish folk. I miss my Polish people. Look! What broom? There was a broom? There was a broom here? Yeah. What broom? There is no broom. Okay. So, right now, posters. Oh my god. You know what? I actually want to kind of try and photobash it. So to use like some like pictures of like rundown old posters and just overlay them with like with my style of shading and stuff. Also, speaking of my style of shading, everything in here needs to have some good purple multiply treatment at the bottom. Good multiply treatment at the bottom. And good soft light treatment at the top. Yep. Uh, yeah. Let me search for some. Let me search for. Yeah, I'm still looking. Come on, Google, work with me. I want the kind of poster that is tattered. All of them look too clean, unless they count the, unless they count the texture, which texture is not clean, but the edges look way too clean. Way too clean. Oh my god, what kind of stupid freaking... What kind of stupid freaking... not resolution, what kind of person thought that HVIF is a good extension? What kind of extension is that? Does it even open in Clip Studio? It's not! Of course it's not! Will it even open in Paint? Okay, it will open in Paint, so I need to save it in Paint as a freaking PNG before I can open it anywhere else. Oh my god, and I thought WebP was the worst. Okay, I think if I go to this and go to multiply, no, I will go to darken. Oh yeah. Let's take the color. Take this color. Will I be able to even use darker color? Darker color here. Ooh. And on top also use darker color. And just slightly brush it on. Wait, let me duplicate this layer, put it on multiply, at 50, put a normal layer in here, let me put it in red. Oh, okay, okay. Let me see how it will work. Okay, okay. I am going somewhere. I don't know where, but I am going somewhere. Now this multiply is good. This is okay. Here I will darken. Yeah, I will keep darkening this color to make it look as if like no. Parts of the print already started deteriorating around. And yes, I'm using my shading brush, which already also gives like slight hue variation. Yeah, this one is not aligned properly, so let me Yep, okay. And yeah, and what if I will put this stuff over here? Preferably, or maybe even just the lettering. Let me think for a moment. If I would put it on darken, ooh. No, lighten needs to be here, but this one, you just darker color, no. Or maybe yeah. Let me think, because I need to show, so I need to make it so the letters will be seen. Bra. And this in conjunction that there will be the stems going like around. Ooh, this freaking works. Ooh, this freaking works. My bros, this will freaking work. Let me put multiply on top. Just set it on slightly lower, or even better. Let's take this off. Now create selection, apply this mask, yes, and put multiply only on top of here. Ooh. How do we feel about this? Okay, and on top of it, okay, with gradient on top, that will bump up the contrast. It's not looking bad. Not looking bad. I might be onto something. I might be onto something, okay, but the lighter color here is not working. Maybe just lighten? No, it gave the same screen, it gave the same. But glow dodge for this? I'm not mad. I'm not mad about this. Let me get multiply again. Multiply my love. Quickly brush on around a little bit of this, a little bit around. Like, you know, it's like peeling off in some places, you know. Oh, and of course, like some creases. Let me copy and paste it here. Yeah. How to make it look even like as if it was glued? Should I add like some sort of overlay? Let me try and add like off-white overlay to make it look like there was like do I have anything that looks like wet paint, as if someone like took a roller? No. Maybe? Oh, wrong layer. No, but this is a good one to give texture. Let me get these. Oh wait, let me rasterize this stuff. So I wanted to make it look as if there were some some more like, oh yeah, some more like bits missing from the paper. Same here. How to make it look more like, even more like tethered and married to the background? I mean, DeviantArt should help with this. Okay, let me now think of this graffiti. So this one, do I have any like paint? Any like paint that is like, I don't want to get the gouache paint. I mean, not the gouache paint, just the spray paint. Okay, wait. Maybe a little bit, if it would be a little bit more subtle. As if what I'm doing right now with this watercolor, this is watercolor marker mono. Let me mesh it with worst case scenario, I will just use my regular watercolor brush. So let me put up. Hello! I'm sorry, please tell me how to pronounce your name. Hi, Sina? Welcome to the stream! Let me actually put up my logo again, just normally, cause yeah, I need to have the exact same like, no, exact same, no. They will be here. The characters will be here. So I need to make sure that I'm drawing these things in. Okay, I will do this just by hand.
Kaishinya is now following.
You can call your box? Okay, thank you for the follow, box. Okay, I think this is like the best what I would be able to do in here. And for Eddie, how it will look like. Not bad, not bad. Let me lower the opacity a bit, or put it on multiply. Ooh. Ooh. I like this. I like this. Maybe darken. Yeah. I like this. Okay, but what I noticed is that all of this poster is not centered. I want it to be a little bit centered. Thank you. I literally just, like, I had this concept. Like, I sketched out this concept for... Let me put this. I have this concept for a banner for my comic. I hate making banners. So right now, because I have nothing else like interesting to do right now on the stream, because today's stream is digital stream, I usually like I change the topic of the stream like every time, and I have the monthly schedule for the topics. So yeah, so today is the digital art stream. So yeah, so I am struggling. I was not feeling the digital art stream today. But you know what? I started working and it's actually like starting looking like something. Let me just whip out the guide ruler and set it in the center. So right now, what is the size in pixels? It's 3508. So the middle will be 15,000 plus 250. So 1,750, and 08 by 4 where is 04, so 1754. Okay, cancel. So now I can set it in here on 1754, right? Yes. So now let me select everything I have in here for the poster. Why it was selected like that? No, I want to select for the poster. Okay. No, oh, come on. What is so like bad? This is the object for the poster. Yes, and I want it in the middle. So move it to the middle. Yes. Okay. And everything will be scooched to the middle. Yes. This bit. Here. This bit. Here. This bit. Here. I will actually like try and blur this a bit. Rasterize. filter blur. Yeah, let's just put a bit of Gaussian blur on top of this. Okay, and multiply goes here. Okay, and this multiply needs to also go here. Yes, and everything in here needs to go in the middle. Yeah, okay. Oh, you can type. Let me do this quickly in here, because on Twitch you can type. God damn it, I am not I am out, or I am logged off in OBS in chat, but in a moment, stay here. Here, links to the comic. You can read this on DeviantArt, Tapas, Webtoons, Namikomi, although it's not full on Namikomi, and soon on Meko, which is the Polish hosting platform. So yeah, and it's in English. So this goes here. I think I will give only one poster right here, or maybe not. Maybe I should add a couple more. At least, like, maybe I will just use the same, like, poster. Just put it in different, like, colors, locations, and stuff. So, for example, oops, not like this, but like this. Okay, and rotate it a little bit. Yes, rasterize it. I will use the gouache, and I will stain it first. What will be the good color? Let's put this like green. Quickly change the color of it. Yes. And here let's use this gouache watercolor. This gouache, like dry gouache. Dry gouache in the color transparent to like quickly just the color transparent, I said, to just the color transparent, to just take away like a little bit of the edges, make it look like run down, and put multiply on 50 to shade it. Where's my brush? There is my brush. To shade it, because to accent that this was a bit taken off here and there, and also yeah. Okay, next poster, this one, and it was one of those two in here. Oh, let's add this in here. Rasterize. use the wash. To take off some of the edges. Let me blur this and put a little bit of multiply. Okay, and this one, let's put it this way. Rasterize. I will change the color. Let's make it dark blue. And make the edges a bit more jagged. Okay, I'm streaming twice a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8 p.m. Central European Time. Okay, they look okay, but I will slightly make the jagged edges here as well, because it looks too perfect right now. So I will use the textured brush, and then I will use Gaussian blur. Same, I will do the same with the logo. I will use a bit of Gaussian blur for the poster. Because right now the letters are too crisp and perfect, you know? I'm just checking something. What if I add light multiply also around? Okay, without, with. Okay, it's not looking bad. Let me write this, okay? I stream every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Central European time. So yeah, twice a week at 8 p.m. Central European time. You can search any like time zone converter and type in the Central European time zone and your time zone in order to convert it to where you are. Yum yum! Hello, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Okay, I said I will Gaussian blur this because it looks way too perfect, but I need to rasterize it. Yeah. Okay. I think I will put on, I will desaturate the posters here. Oops, not like that. These posters. Maybe I will just, you know what? No, I will just take this brown or this gray. That's great. Oh my god, I was in Portugal actually, but I don't remember. So the C, the letter C is because in Portuguese there is the letter C and there is the letter C with a little bit of a tail, and it is also different from the letter S. But C is like K, is the K, right? Yeah, the C with the no, the C with the little tail is the K. Because I thought the C with the little tail was the sound. Oh my god, I just realized I have not saved. Whoops. Okay, let me put it in my never too late folder and NTL banner big. Let me write today's date. Yeah, maybe instead of saturation, I will just put the color. Ooh. Okay, I like. I'm thinking, I'm looking at the little like thumbnail to see which color would be slightly better. Yeah, we'll really go with the big saturation. Yeah. Okay, so I actually remembered right. So C is like K, so it's K, and C with the little tail is. Because I remember the Curacao, the first C is the regular C, and it's K, and the second C is the C with the tail. So it sounds like S. So yeah, so I remember that. I remember Saida, which means exit. My accent is probably terrible, but yeah. But yeah. But if it's 4 p.m. at your time, you must be like on the other side of the Atlantic Ocean. If I, recall correctly. Okay, this one is too white. Ooh, but this is a good color. Okay. And this one can stay this way. Okay. From Brazil. Oh! That's nice. I hope everything is good, where you are. Okay, so this would be for the background. What is my time? 10 till 10 p.m. Okay. What can I do? I can eat this layer. Okay, eat this layer because I'm not going the graffiti route. Okay, eat this. Yeah, no object to transform. No object to transform. Okay, and how it will look with my gradient map. Okay, so normal. Okay. Let me check on like biggest on the biggest opacity of the gradient map and check the vibes. What are the vibes? Everything is fine here? That's great. Overlay is fine. I will see how it will work with the characters' colors. Soft light is also fine, like soft light we trust. Vivid light is also, it's really, it gives the oomph. Oh my god, this blinded me. Ooh, the hue one is also looking interesting. Ooh, the color one. I mean, let me check if I can like mix the color and also duplicate the layer and do the, oh my god, what I liked, overlay I liked. And let me do on top of this, on top of the wall, wait, let me actually move this poster, the one with the logo, on the very top so I can like deal with it better. And on top of everything here, let me actually put like the lightest color out there. Here. And make it slightly less like okay, I like overlay more. Yeah. Delete these. Okay, I like this. 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 So now, like with the this needs to be through. Yeah. So now the characters here. Yeah. Yeah. Let me also put the lettering here because on some banners I want to have like this. If you know the song, you know where this comes from. And yes, I'm writing this by hand because I cannot find a good font for this. And yes, this is how I write the lowercase. I write a little lemon. Again we try to just stay alive. Maybe we're there because it's not too late. Never too late. Darken. Give me this color. Give me my watercolor. Give me my shading. Just put it here. Maybe I will be able to just get away with darkening this part and make it look like it's part of the I don't know. I want it to be here. Also, why do I have the strange... Ah, okay. I was wondering why it was opaque all of a sudden. Because I want it to be the log line, you know, the line that is supposed to hook you in to the story, you know. And you know, I am emo at heart, so of course it had to be like edgy, you know. How can I like make it look beautiful? Because I want it to be here, but it's not fitting. Should I use like the... Hmm. Would it be visible? What if I put... What if I put everything? Hmm. Hmm. Yum Yum, it is the banner for my comic because all of the webcomic hosting sites require a banner, and I have a very like meh banners usually that I make from the covers, and I kind of was toying with the idea of changing slightly the overall presentation and aesthetics corresponding with the comic. So yeah. Also, another idea, another thing that I need to add here, the spark. Yep, thank you for bringing up the for bringing up the um for bringing up the what, Nina? The comment. Yes, of course. I forgot about the spark because you know it needs to be... You know what? This is for the banner for the website. I already have main cover and chapter covers. Uh, but I also want to revamp them. At the beginning of the stream, I was like toying with the idea of changing the chapter cover. Not the chapter cover, for the cover for the comic, while I'm preparing for the printing run of the comic. Each volume needs to have like its own cover, so yeah. Instead of hey, I kinda like that. I kinda like that. Yeah, the header. Yep. You know what? I don't mind the wall behind being a little bit darker. Let me maybe move it here. I don't know, I kind of like it here. Okay. But I would say like this is like it is supposed to be looking like urban and grungy. This is my intention, because the comic itself, it's slice of life drama with teenagers in the it's happening in 2009, so it is the years of when I was in high school. So I like go back to the like aesthetics I personally like. So yeah. So yeah. But I think this is like a good like beginning. Yeah, I think this is a good beginning. Let me actually move Eddie a bit. This character's name is Eddie. Adrianna. I need to scoot her over this side, or make the spark here. Make this slightly smaller. I don't want for this graffiti to be absolutely like hidden by the characters. So yeah. Okay, I will leave it like this right now and work on the characters. No, I think actually the letters here need to be this color. Yeah. They need to be this color. Because they were a different shade of like beige, a different hue. They were much colder in hue, and therefore they just looked odd. Yeah. Just no, right now just yeet everything, yeah. But the character sketches, so I can have like a good base for more detailed sketch. A good base for detailed sketch and, you know, okay, I'm saving it right now the way it is. And yeah, given that it's already like 8 past 10, you know, I was streaming for 2 hours already. So yeah, so it is time for me to actually wrap up the stream and yeah, and prepare to bed because I have job tomorrow. Yeah, work. So yeah, so thank you all so much for coming. Thank you for watching, chatting, flirting, and spending some time with me. I hope you will stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and I will see you all for the next stream. And the next stream will be, if I remember correctly, it will be comic stream. First Tuesdays of the month are the comic stream. Yeah, it will be comic stream. So I'll be working on the next page of the comic. If I won't be able to do this during the weekend, I will be working on this page. If not, the next page afterwards. And then on the first day, it will be traditional art. Yeah. Maybe I will try the paint markers for the first time, because I have like small doodles that are like Christmassy in their theme. So yeah, so I would like to use them actually. So yeah, so thank you all so much for coming. So I hope you will stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and I will see you all. Let me end on a good like view, and I will see you all next stream. So goodbye.